Good evening. Thank you for joining us for our regular scheduled council meeting. It's Tuesday, January 13th at 7 p.m. Ms. Clerk, if you'll call the roll.
Charlie Davidson,
Here.
John Wells,
Here.
Linda Westhaver,
Here.
Charles Schwenke,
Here.
Terry Osborne,
Here.
Troy Hill,
Here.
Brandy Bailey,
Here.
Jim Schrader.
Here.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Next, we have Pastor Whitting is here to lead our invocation, and I will lead in our pledge. If you'll please stand.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for your generous blessings to our nation and to this city. Thank you for these men and women who are willing to serve the citizens of Park City. And they serve in so many different capacities, in government, in law enforcement, in maintaining the properties that we have. And we're grateful to you for the service that they provide, and pray you'll continue to strengthen them. Father, the word that you have spoken declares your good pleasure to give us blessings. And we also know that you are displeased when we do not confess your hand in all things, and when we disregard your instructions. I ask, therefore, O Lord, that these city servants be given grace to serve with soberness before you, and in their responsibilities to seek the good of the citizens of Park City. To this end, I pray your blessing of peace on these proceedings, and pray your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May be seated. Okay, next, have approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion? Charlie?
I move to approve the agenda.
Thank you. Jim?
I'd second that.
Okay, motion by Charlie, seconded by Jim. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Same sign. Motion passes 8-0. Next, awards and presentations. We have none for tonight. Nobody has signed up for public forum. Next, I have staff reports. Sean?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Just a couple updates on some of the projects we have going on around the community. Senior Center is the big one, naturally. We're just about a month away from construction being complete. Staff will do a walkthrough with the builder on February 16th. We'll start moving in on February 19th. And then we have the ribbon cutting on the 25th. And they will be open for business full-time starting on February 26th. As far as the ribbon cutting, it's going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 25th, and it is open to the public. As far as stormwater drainage improvements and projects, as you know, they got a little bit of out of order. We started off with phase 2. It is substantially complete. The only thing needed on that is a fencing in a couple of the areas, as well as some wing walls being added to some of the drop facilities throughout the drainage channel. Phase 1 is approximately 20% complete. They're in the process of removing some of the trees from those drainage ditches. And then phase 3 is expected to go out to bid later on in the late springtime period. The last phase of Park Center improvements has always been the streetscape improvements, which are approximately 90% complete, with only those items awaiting more favorable weather to be complete. That includes the bridge that's going to be at the northeast corner of the pond, then the associated sidewalk going around the ponds. Also, they delayed installing the sidewalk around the apartment complex until the apartment complex is a little bit more graded and receptive of that. When we do get warmer weather, then they'll start in with minor landscaping and sod. They've installed all the trees. And then finally, the fitness court will be installed with warmer weather. As far as street rehabilitation projects, we're awaiting warmer weather to complete the 2-inch mill and overlay on Upchurch in Cambridge Court. And then the 2 full-depth reclamations, there's one on Independence / Clover between 61st and Hartford. And then the Kerman Front Neck between Gary and Terrytown. Those will also be completed once the weather gets a little bit better. And then the last is the way, we don't normally cite or quote anything from Facebook here, but there is something to mention. Apparently, one of our council members this last year completed 500 miles of hiking over the last year at age, well, we won't get into that, but anyway,
Let's don't go there.
again, kudos and congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
That's quite a feat, 500 miles.
No braces, yeah, no braces.
Ankle braces
no-
or knee
No broken
braces?
legs, no, yeah.
That's all I have, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good, all right. Any questions of Sean? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to consent agenda. Do I have a motion? Jim,
I'd move that we approve the consent agenda.
thank you. Terry?
Second.
Okay, motion by Jim to approve, seconded by Terry. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 8-0. Okay, next. Got a resignation from the Planning Commission Board of Zoning Appeals. You guys have all received the application from Michelle Gifford as my appointment to the Planning Commission for a term that will expire in May of 2028. Michelle was a longtime resident of Park City and moved out a few years back. Still lives within our 3-mile service area. She would be one of the out-of-town options that we have on the board. She's actually present tonight, if anybody wants to ask any questions. Or grill her. Okay, if not, I'd entertain a motion to approve, please. Charles,
I move we approve Mrs. Gifford for the Planning Commission and Board of Zoning Appeals, excuse me.
thank you. John?
I second.
Okay. Motion by Charlie, seconded by John to approve Michelle to the Planning Commission. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 8-0. Thank you for serving. We appreciate you. All right, next, discuss and consider appointment to the Convention and Tourism Board. This term would expire in 2028 for J.R. Sartain. His application was also included. Brandy?
Before I make a motion, I have a question. How many people are on this board? Because when I sat on there as the liaison, it looks like it's already a full board.
So we had reappointments up, and one of the members I did not reappoint,
Okay,
Jennifer. She's working different hours and wasn't able to do it, so I did not reappoint her.
Okay.
Mr. Sartain
that makes sense then.
agreed to step up. He is the owner of, I don't believe he's here tonight. But I talked to him on the phone, so I don't believe he's here tonight, but he's the owner of 81 Speedway, and plans to actually relocate to the area there, right at the Speedway.
Okay, I just knew it looked full, so I was like, I didn't know where we're at. Okay.
Yeah, if you'll notice on the.
I do see the 3 appointments, so,
And hers was also set at the same cadence as those, but.
okay.
just,
I wasn't aware of that, so, okay, I'm good. Then I make a motion to appoint J.R. Sartain as a member of the Convention and Tourism Advisory Board with the term expiring in 2028.
Thank you, Brandy. And Troy.
Second.
Any further discussion? All right, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Very good, motion passes 8-0. Thank you. Next, consider and approve replacement of CCUA lift station pumps.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before we get into the agenda item, I did want to take a minute to introduce our new Assistant Public Works Director. Ryan Cummins is in the office. He joins us from the city of Neodesha, where he spent the last 9 years dealing with water distribution, sanitary sewer, and gas distribution. Him and his wife Whitney have moved to Park City, and they look forward to becoming a part of the community. And when I asked him what excites him, he said continuing to maintain and expand Park City's growing infrastructure. So after the meeting, take a minute, welcome Ryan. He's been a great addition to our team so far.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
With that, the 53rd Street CCUA lift station has been operating with one pump after it was discovered several months ago that the other pump had taken in rags, which caused it to overheat. This lift station has had ongoing issues with the flight pumps that were installed in 2020, and both pumps have been previously rebuilt once. JCI Inc., which is the vendor for the flight pumps, was contacted about rebuilding and, if possible, replacing the pump. The pump rebuild price was $10,000 and the replacement price was $20,000. Staff then reached out to FTC Equipment, who sells Sulzer pumps, and they quoted us $20,000 for one pump, but agreed to $31,495 to replace both pumps at that lift station. Due to the cost of rebuilding the pump, considering that they've previously been rebuilt and factoring in the typical life expectancy, staff is recommending the replacement of both pumps at that lift station. The FTC equipment quote includes the installation of both pumps, which can be received within a few weeks. Staff is requesting permission to purchase 2 pumps for the CCUA lift station with an amount not to exceed $31,495.80 to be paid from the utility fund. This is an unbudgeted item, and I stand for any questions you may have.
Thank you, Gina. Jim?
Honestly, don't have any questions because I know that we've replaced and repaired a lot of pumps recently, and we're sending additional volume, and I want to try and stay ahead of this as it relates to our role with the CCUA. So I'd go ahead and move to approve the purchase of the 2 pumps from FTC Equipment for an amount not to exceed $31,495.80 to be paid from the utility fund.
Thank you, Jim. Brandy?
Second for discussion. What's the life expectancy of the pumps?
Typically 10 years.
10 years.
You're usually looking at rebuilding them around the 5 to 6 year mark. And then once that second rebuild hits, that's typically the end of life on those.
Right, and since they're gonna replace both of them, will this lift station be down for a period of time?
They can do one pump at a time. So we
Okay,
would
that's
never
what my
have it
question.
totally offline. We
Okay.
would never have to bypass.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brandy. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, motion by Jim and seconded by Brandy. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you. Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you.
Next, discuss and consider approval of purchase of a truck bed. Gina?
With the purchase of the new Chevy Silverado 5500, staff is requesting to purchase a truck bed from Master Tech Truck and Equipment to equip the new vehicle for street maintenance and snow operations. As you may recall, the 5500 replaced our larger dump truck and will get used to haul away large material from job sites, transport hot mix for street patches and repairs, and as a part of the snow response fleet for plowing and eventually spreading material or brine. Quotes were received from American Equipment out of Kansas City, Kansas, and Master Tech out of Park City, Kansas. Both quotes were within $1,000 of each other, and staff preference would be to utilize the local vendor due to the close proximity for fabrication, modification, or repairs. Additionally, Master Tech provided a secondary quote for a truck bed that included the Hardox application, which acts as a protectant to the steel from denting, gashes, or scratches from the concrete, asphalt, or other jagged material which we would load or unload from the truck bed. While the $26,569 quote from Master Tech will meet all of our hauling and operational needs for the truck, staff is recommending the addition of the Hardox to improve the longevity of the truck bed, reduce the repair costs over the life of the truck. If approved, the purchase of a truck bed with Hardox would be an amount not to exceed $32,262 to be paid from the Special Streets and Highway Fund. This is an unbudgeted item, and I stand for any questions you may have.
Thank you, Gina. Any questions of Gina, or I would entertain a motion? Jim?
I just have one question. How old was the old truck?
Oh, I knew you'd ask me that. I want to say it was the 80s.
No kidding.
It was an older,
I was trying to think which one it was. Okay. Because where I was going is something like that bed protector could be pretty valuable as long as we're running this thing.
yeah, I think the intent with the 5500 would be to get quite a few years out of it. It's not a piece of equipment like our smaller fleet where we would want to look at replacing while the value's still held, over the course of 5 years or less. It's something we would want to hold on to for quite some time.
Okay. I'll see if anybody else has questions.
Thank you, Jim. Jim?
All right. Hearing nothing, I'll move to approve the purchase of the truck bed from Master Tech Truck and Equipment in an amount not to exceed $32,262 to be paid from the Special Streets and Highway Fund.
Thank you, Terry.
Second.
Any further questions or discussion on this? All right, motion by Jim, second by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you.
Item 5, discuss and consider approving the purchase of 2 vehicles and related equipment for the police department. Chief?
Mr. Mayor, council members, the city's vehicle replacement policy calls for unmarked police vehicles to be replaced at 10 years of age or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. The police department currently has 2 vehicles that meet or exceed these criteria and are due for replacement. One vehicle is approaching 100,000 miles, and the second vehicle is 11 years old. Staff obtained a quote for 2 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor utility vehicles from Shawnee Mission Ford at a price of $48,739 per vehicle. The quote is based on the state of Kansas contract pricing, which represents the lowest pricing available. Both vehicles are in stock and can be delivered immediately. Local Ford dealerships have declined to offer state contract pricing. The staff also obtained 2 quotes for vehicle upfitting, which is the installation of the required emergency vehicle equipment, from Superior Emergency Response Vehicles in Andover, which goes by the acronym SERV. SERV has provided upfitting services for this police department for several years, and they've consistently delivered excellent workmanship, competitive pricing, and a lifetime warranty on their installations. The upfitting quotes are $13,505.26 for one vehicle and $15,262.26 for the other. And the cost difference there is the one vehicle has a prisoner partition and a push bumper, whereas the other one does not. So the total purchase price for both vehicles, $97,478, with the upfitting totals $28,767.52, which is a combined project cost of $126,245.52. Funding for these purchases is available in the Capital Equipment Vehicle Replacement Fund. And I'd be glad to answer any questions if you have them.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions of Chief? Terry?
These are both unmarked vehicles then?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay, and what's their primary use then?
One of them is for one of our captains.
Okay.
And the other one is for a detective.
Okay.
Thank you, Troy.
If nobody's got any questions, I would move to approve the purchase of 2 Ford Explorer Police Interceptors utility vehicles from Shawnee Mission Ford in the amount of $97,478 and equipment upfitting in the amount of $28,767.52 from SERV to be paid out of the Capital Equipment Fund's Vehicle Replacement Fund.
Thank you, Charlie.
Second.
Any further discussion? Okay, motion by Troy, seconded by Charlie. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 8-0.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Next, discuss and consider approval of a petition for and consent to annexation of property located at the southwest corner of 69th Street North and Broadway Avenue, Sedgwick County, Kansas. Sean?
Yes, sir. Staff received a petition for consent annexation letter from the property owners of the land located at, and here's the one clarification I'd like to make. The legal description that's in your package is actually incorrect. It is the legal description of the property, but if we're going to annex it, we are going to annex into the right-of-way to make certain that when improvements are made in this, that the ditch area along, which is right now currently located in the right-of-way that Sedgwick County owns, is incorporated into the property. So we had the surveyor do an updated property legal description, and the ordinance that the mayor would sign if approved and then get published next week has the correct legal. But basically, we're talking about the land that is at the southwest corner of 69th and Broadway. The said tract contains just over 1.9 million square feet, or basically 44.16 acres. So the portion of the right-of-way that we would be annexing is on the north side, 69th Street. As far as our stormwater drainage projects that we currently have ongoing, we had already had an engineer looked at that and said there are improvements needed to be made in that drainage ditch, but currently Sedgwick County owns it, so it's like, well, we can't go making improvements on somebody else's property. But if annexed and approved by the council, then when they go to develop this, we will insist that those drainage improvements be made, which will ultimately have a better impact on Amazon to the north and 81 Speedway. So staff recommends approval.
Thank you, Sean. Is there a motion to approve? Terry?
I move to approve ordinance 1232-2026.
Thank you. John?
Second.
Thank you. You want to say it before I do? This will be a roll call vote. This'll be a roll call vote.
Charlie Davidson,
Aye.
John Wells,
Aye.
Linda Westhafer,
Aye.
Charles Schwenke,
Aye.
Terry Osborne,
Aye.
Troy Hill,
Aye.
Brandy Bailey,
Aye.
Jim Schrader.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes 8-0. Item 7, discuss and consider renewal of housing incentive programs for 2026. Sean?
Yes, sir. In years past, council approved a new home buyers incentive program, an exterior grant program, an exterior paint program, and a driveway improvement program with mixed results depending on the program and the actual state of the economy at the time. In 2025, the home buyers incentive program was substantially changed or increased and now includes an initial incentive payment between $2,500 and $5,000 depending on the purchase price of the home, and includes reimbursing 75% of the city's property tax for up to 5 years. The city received and paid a total of 32 applications in 2025, with an initial incentive payment totaling $109,500. The city also has 3 applications pending that are awaiting on closing. They were signed in 2025 but have not closed on the property yet, totaling another $10,000. The remaining city liability, the 75% tax reimbursement for the previous year's recipients, this is in 2024, is approximately $114,000. The city's future liability on these 32 properties for 2025 is approximately $253,000. When we go over to the exterior grant program, we received a total of 3 different applications totaling $4,311.58 in reimbursement, and still maintains a greater than 5-to-1 ratio of improvements to the city's contribution. Both the exterior paint program and the driveway improvement program have been less successful, with only 2 applications for each, receiving $500 for paint and $6,000 for driveways. The total cost for all 4 programs in 2025 was $132,633.33, with $125 being budgeted for housing incentives and $75,000 for property tax reimbursements, so under the total amount. Staff proposes continuing all 4 programs for 2026, but consideration to reduce the property tax reimbursement portion to 50% or less may be warranted to look at when we look at future budgets for 2027. On your dais, I did not put this in the packet just because of the fact that it has individual names and addresses and how much they received, but there's an entire spreadsheet that goes through, first of all, the 22 properties that were approved in 2024, and then the 32 properties that were approved in 2025. And if you throw on the 3 that haven't closed, it's a total of 35 properties for this year. It breaks it out with their initial purchase price, how much their initial upfront incentive payment was, and then what would be 75% of the city's portion of the tax if they turn in their receipts to be reimbursed. The reason why I say it that way is if you look at what is highlighted in yellow, for 2024, we had a total of 22 applications. So 22 people could have applied for a reimbursement, but only 12 out of the 24 did. They only have 1 month to do it. We send out an official letter in May that says, hey, once your taxes are fully paid, bring us your receipts, we reimburse you. Only 12 took advantage of that. That may be good for last year, but we have to plan worst case scenario that everybody is going to remember every year to reimburse, and that's why the numbers are rather large if everybody takes full advantage of the program. But that's where we stand for the total as of now.
Charles?
The homes that did not receive a reimbursement for this, for 2025 because of lack of filing the paperwork, are they eligible then to file in
Yes, sir.
26?
Yes, they are. If they just forgot, didn't remember along that line, that's only 1 year that they're missing out. I hope that they would mark their calendar and say, hey, let's make certain when May comes around that if not, they're leaving money.
And then
So-
the growth in the number of homes from 24 to 25, I guess it would be, appears that this is being used quite readily.
Very much so.
And would you, in your best judgment, say that this is definitely one of the reasons why these people are buying homes in Park City? Or at least an encouragement?
I would sit there and say it's a logical conclusion just because this is what I would consider the most aggressive or gracious home incentive buyer program in all of Sedgwick County. Sedgwick County does something, or I should say not Sedgwick County, but Valley Center, close by, they do something a little different. They don't do a one-time upfront incentive payment, but they reimburse 100% of the city's portion of the sales tax for up to 5 years. So they too have a long liability of each one of those homes. Most of the other communities around here are not offering incentives as extensive as ours. And it has been very positively received to date. But again, it does give us a little bit of pause and concern, something that we all need to just take and constantly monitor. And that's the reason why I provided the spreadsheet, is just to make certain we're all aware that if we have the same type of growth for, let's say, 26, and we get 45 applications, now you're talking close to 100 different homes that we're returning or reimbursing their sales tax, 75% of it, I should say, for the next 5 years.
It's a win-win
Yes, sir.
for the homeowner and for us. Then.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions of Sean? Charles?
No.
Ben? Anybody else? Will? Jim?
I don't have any questions. We talk about this every year. I think it's good to keep an eye on it. I like it. So I'm gonna move to approve $200,000 for the housing incentives for 2026 to be paid out of the general fund governing body department.
Troy?
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion or questions of Sean on the program? All right, motion by Jim and second by Troy. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 8-0. All right. Maybe this will get more contentious then. Election of council president. Slug it out.
I thought it was re-election.
Yes.
It's not what it says here.
I haven't seen any signs out.
That's good.
We have any nominations for council president?
Well, I'll ask a question right quick. Is it commonly done that it's a one-year term and then we try to bring in somebody different?
It is a one-year term, but it's up to the council how we want to do it. A lot of it depends on some availability.
I was looking for a rule. There's no rule.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of you're termed out, are you?
See if I was termed out.
A lot of it depends on availability during the day, and obviously, there's been some meetings I've missed as well. I can tell you probably this next year, I may lean on you a little more we changed the requirement on library board meetings. So I may lean on the council president to attend some library board meetings. It's once a month on Thursdays, third Thursday of the month, I believe, but no, second Thursday of the month. Sorry, Brandy.
I guess I would say I would nominate Terry if he would be interested.
I'd go with that.
I wouldn't turn it down, I guess.
All right. Any other
Nothing
nominations?
against you, Charles.
That's a good nomination.
Any other nominations? All right, since he's the only one, let's do a motion. Brandy, go ahead.
I make a motion to elect council member Terry Osborne as council president with a term ending January 2027.
Thank you. And Charlie?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Okay, motion by Brandy to appoint Terry as the council president for this year, seconded by Charlie Davidson. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Motion passes 7-0-1. Broke to 8-0, I guess, but, all right, discuss and consider council liaisons for this year. Ms. Clerk, it's all yours. Hold up here. All right. Board of Health, we met once this year. Members of that are currently myself, Councilman Schroeder, Councilman Glover will have to be replaced, and Councilman Davidson. Were you an alternate, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I see.
You want me to, I'll move to Georgia's spot.
Okay.
You want?
I'm fine on that board unless somebody wants it. I'm fine being on that board.
Okay, so Board of Health I'll remain on it. Jim Schroeder will remain on it. And Charlie Davidson will be, take George Glover's position on that. We just need an alternate. Someone wants to serve on that. I'll tell you, we've done this one twice since 2018, I think. So it's very rare. Linda?
That'd be me. That's my timeline. That's what I'm talking about. Just because of work schedules.
Rare
then.
meetings.
Linda will be the alternate for that. Okay, next, CCUA. Brandy has position 1 on it. Jim Schroeder is 2. Terry Osborne is 3. I'm an alternate. Ray Mann's an alternate, and Charles Schwenke is an alternate. For some reason, I was thinking we did this, but we also just made the rest of the council as alternates too, because there's no limit. Does that sound weird? Don't remember that? Okay. Randy?
That's what we did do, because I remember going back to the board and telling the board that we elected all council members to be alternate. We didn't make that, because I think it's important for this one for everybody, because it's,
Just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good to stay on? Randy?
yeah, I'm okay.
Great. Jim, you're good?
I'm I'm open to, if anybody wants on it. I mean, we're in the middle of some pretty heavy-duty stuff over there with the improvements, and I'm fine with staying on. I just recognize I've been on it for 2 years. It's pretty good information to understand. So if anybody wants to get in and start learning this, I felt like that was a pretty important role.
It is. This is, I would say, these is one of the top 2 most important boards on the city, especially in the future. When's the project getting done, Brandy? Do you know?
It's done right now. It's supposed to end 2028.
It'll be completed, the project, in 28?
Yeah, it's just getting
It's
just
just
getting
started.
going well.
They do have the new basins out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, Terry, you get a position?
I'm good to stay, yeah.
Why don't we just leave this one like it is? Anyone else wants to jump on?
I'd jump on it.
Okay, so let's add John Wells as an alternate on it. I'd like to leave it like it is, and then after alternate 3, put John Wells as 4. Probably pretty tough for you.
Yes, it would be very tough.
Linda?
I was going to ask, even if not designated as an alternate, we could attend. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
obviously
I would
open.
highly-
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
I-
Okay.
and thank you for bringing that up. I highly recommend you attend. This is very important on the future of the city, so.
Okay.
It's 4:30 one Thursday a month. It doesn't cut much
Much,
into
yeah,
work time,
exactly.
because I deal with that.
And where do they meet at?
It's coming.
Who knows?
Just checking.
Back and forth. So right now we're at Park City, but we vote each year to go. So our next meeting will probably vote to go back to Bel Air City Hall. So it alternates year to year.
Okay. So I'm happy to be listed as alternate 4, or I'm happy just to show up, so that's okay.
Great.
Or should I 5?
Just add the rest of council on as alternates in that order. And normally when like Brandy, or if somebody can't make one, they'll just reach out and say, hey, I need someone to fill in, and whoever can do it, does it.
And it used to be a contentious board. That's why I think it was so important that we had everybody on there. It's kind of calmed down a little bit, but
It has.
you never know.
Yes. Okay, Convention and Tourism, Brandy is the liaison to it, and Terry is the alternate. How many years have you done that, Brandy?
1.
Terry, how many years have you been the alternate?
Just the one.
You guys want to continue that, or you want to switch it up?
I'm okay continuing unless someone else wants it.
Yeah, same here.
What's their meetings? When do they meet?
The first
First
Tuesday,
of every other month.
yes, of every other month. At 5:30.
Any other interest in that?
And once again, open to everybody to attend.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Nope.
let's switch that one up, since you've seen it a year. Let's leave Brandy on, and then put, unless you, let's get Linda on that one.
I was just an inquiring mind.
No, that was great.
The people want to know.
Teach you to ask.
Want to be an
questions
alternate, or
better.
would you want to be the
Yeah,
regular?
alternate's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Is that cool with you? Want to
I'm
stay
o-
on?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yep, it's good.
Since you're the president now, you got a lot of other duties. you need to do. Okay, Emergency Preparedness Committee, this is one that we probably need to stand up a bunch more this year. Myself is on it, Troy Hill's on it, and Charlie Davidson is on it. Probably recommend that we leave that one like it is.
That probably seems to me like we got the right 3 people on that one based on what the role is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Library Board. It's gonna be Terry. That's myself, and then you'll be the designee on some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll switch that one off from Charles Swanky. Park and Rec, Charlie Davidson and George Glover.
I'd take over George's spot.
Would you want to do the full spot on?
I
Would you
could.
want to switch
Let-
him? Let
Yeah,
him,
let John have the,
that way.
because I've done it a couple of years, so
Okay.
let John have that and I'll be the alternate.
And of course, the parks are going through quite a renovation projects over this coming year, so that'll be very important. Super. And Planning Commission, Charles Schwenke and Troy Hill. Want to switch that up any? That one meets on Mondays. First Monday of the month,
First Monday, oh, excuse me, third, yeah,
third Monday of the month. At what time? 7?
7.
You want to switch?
Yeah, I don't care either way. I'll switch with you if you wanna,
Yeah, let's switch.
okay? I'll be the alternate and
All right. Wampo. Charles and Sean? Charles Schwanke and
Schwanke.
Sean. Sorry. You wanna leave that the same? Anybody else have an interest in doing that one? That one's on Tuesdays at second Tuesday of the month, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I can make that one, all right. It's,
All right, let's leave that like it is. And CRB, George Glover's position needs to be replaced on that. Third Tuesday of the month, 7 o'clock.
Okay,
You wanna do it?
I might as well.
Okay.
I'll replace George.
You're the new George.
I'm the new George.
Troy, you still on that one?
I'll stay the alternate, yeah.
All right, very good. Is everybody clear on what those were? Could I get a motion to approve as we just reviewed? Brandy,
I'll make a motion to approve the reappointments of council liaison as we just discussed.
thank you. And Terry.
Second.
Okay, motion by Brandy, seconded by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion passes 8-0. Okay. All right. I did, okay. Next, let's see here. Recess and convene as the land bank. Thank you. All right, I'll call this meeting to order. We're here to discuss and consider the annual selection of chairperson, vice chairperson, and treasurer from the Land Bank Board of Trustees. Membership pursuant to KSA 12-5904. Marlo.
KSA 12-5904 requires the Land Bank to annually select a chairperson, vice chairperson, and treasurer from its membership. The bylaws require the treasurer to be a non-voting member as well as a city staff member. The treasurer is appointed by the mayor and confirmed by the board.
Thank you. Any questions on that? Okay, I need someone to make a motion then. Jim.
Be consistent with previous, it would be the mayor and the council president, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would move to approve John Lanier and Terry Osborne to serve as chairperson and vice chairperson, and the city clerk, Marla Rugg, to serve as treasurer of the Park City, Kansas Land Bank for a term of 1 year.
Thank you, Jim. Do I have a second? Charlie Davidson?
Second.
Okay, motion by Jim Schroeder, seconded by Charlie Davidson. For said appointments, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 8-0. Reconvene as the governing body. That was the final action item. Now have governing body reports. Start with Jim.
We don't have anything to report tonight.
Randy.
I don't have anything tonight.
Roy.
Just hope everybody had a good holiday weekend, Christmas and New Year's. That's all I got.
Very good. Terry.
I'd like to thank all who voted for me. No. Look forward to a great year in Park City.
Charles.
Terry, I think you will do a great job as president. You're a very well-spoken person, and I think you will handle that just fine. I'm kind of excited about 2026. We have a lot of things that are come to fruition in this next year and a half to 2 years, so hang on. It's gonna be a great ride.
Yes. Linda.
Nothing real to report, just looking forward to a full year on council in 2026, so that's it.
John.
I don't think I have anything tonight.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Charles.
Nothing.
Well, I will end off with, we ended the year in 2025 with 103 occupancy permits for the year for new housing. So that's pretty exciting. The prior year was much higher, but they added a bunch of permits at the last minute for some duplexes up north. So we were 150 the prior year, 153 actually. So very good news. Our trend is still coming up. Attended the SCAC meeting this last weekend. It was hosted by Bel Air. We will host the SCAC meeting at the new senior center in May. So more to come on that, but pretty excited for get the new senior center open and broken in, and we will host SCAC. So very good. That's all I have. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Terry.
Move we adjourn.
I second.
Motion by Terry, seconded by Jim to adjourn. All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Adjourn.